Hey everybody, it's Mark, and I just want to make a quick video on one of the coolest microphones that just came out this year, and the microphone I'd recommend for every new online business or online course creator because it just came out with a new kind of connection that a lot of you know of, USB-C, right? And it's a very stable connection. So let me just talk about it real quick. So the microphone I'm talking about is the Rode PodMic USB, which is this one over here. And it's like exactly the same microphone as the old PodMic, which you can see over here, right? The cool thing about this microphone is that it's actually a dynamic microphone, which means it gets rid of a lot of background noise. And you can connect it via USB, which means you do not need an audio interface between the microphone and your computer. So let me just show you what I mean by drawing it real quick. So usually you connect your microphone that has an XLR connector to your computer via a little box, the audio interface. And this is connected to your computer to USB, right? Sounds totally complicated, but that's how you use to connect the XLR microphones to your computer, right? The thing is, you'll always need this box over here. And sometimes I don't want to bring that box with me, or I don't want like too many parts between the microphone and the computer. So that's when a USB microphone comes in. This microphone can be connected directly to your computer. So let me just choose a different color over here, like this one. And this could be connected directly via USB to your computer. Okay, so there's another microphone that's very similar. It's called the Shure Shure MV7. So let me just remove this real quick. So it's called the Shure MV7. And that's a microphone a lot of course creators, a lot of YouTubers have. The problem is it has a micro USB connection. So the thing is, with a micro USB connection, it's a very unstable connection. That's like this little USB plug. And always, like with micro USBs, every gadget I have with micro USB, the connection always like breaks. It's not stable, right? So if you have a Shure MV7 and you're moving it around, sometimes the connection might break, right? Or the connection won't last that long. So that's why I don't like that microphone that much, even though it sounds great. And this is the PodMic USB. And this has a USB-C connection, right? USB-C, which is really great. So let's just make a smiley face over here so you know. Okay, so the cool thing about this microphone is, first of all, it's a dynamic microphone. What's a dynamic microphone? A dynamic microphone gets rid of background noise. Dynamic microphone, less BG, background noise. Which means I can film in a room that has background noise, like if there's like traffic lights, traffic going around, or if the kids are playing, you don't hear them all that much because it gets rid of that noise really good. Okay, so that's the cool thing about the dynamic microphone. Okay, so those are two things that why I think this mic is like really cool and why I recommend it for every course creator out there. First of all, yeah, it's cheaper than the mic I usually use. Right, so it's only $230, 230 euros, maybe 250, depending on like when you're getting it, right? Without taxes, I think it's about 200. And this microphone is the same microphone as the PodMic, the old microphone, the PodMic, like this one over here, right? It's exactly the same size and everything. It sounds very similar. It sounds actually a little bit better. But the good thing about it is that you can connect it via USB. And I think it also had some enhancements on the software side, which I'll show you soon. Okay, so these are the two microphones. It might squeak a little bit. So these are the two microphones over here. They look exactly the same. They're the same size, right? The black one is the PodMic USB. And as you can see over here, this microphone comes with two plugs. It comes with the This one over here, that's the XLR connection, right? That's the big plug. And it comes with USB-C connection. This is this one over here. You can't really see it that well, but that's the USB-C connection. This one only comes with XLR, as you can see over here, right? Only comes with XLR. Let me see if you can, here we go. That's an XLR connection. Okay, so I can't connect this with USB. I always need a little box in between, which is an audio interface. I use the Wave XLR, which I'm actually using now. So let's just talk about the Rode PodMic USB real quick. Another thing that comes in the box is this windscreen. So usually you'll have to buy a windscreen like this. This I think is the WS windscreen something, WS7 or something. I don't know what it's called, but this is the one I use with the old PodMic, and this one's a little bit more effective. So it's a little bit thicker in the front and stuff. Pretty much the same actually, but it looks nicer. Let's just say this is the one that comes with a new microphone, and all you need to do is like put it on top of the microphone like so. And this gets rid of P and B noises. So right now I don't have it on, which is why you might probably hear the P's and B's from my voice a little bit more. But if you would put this on a microphone like so, then you can get rid of those noises. It's like a pop filter, and it also gets rid of a little bit of a few frequencies from the background. All right, so let's just talk about what you need in order to like to install this microphone. So the thing is, it comes with USB, but the problem is the USB isn't that loud, the connection, right? So you'll need an app called, let me just share my screen here real quick. You'll need an app called the Rode Central app. So if you go down and scroll down here on the website where it shows the PodMic USB, this is the Rode website, right? All you need to do is Google it. You can see all about the microphone, like the connections it has. It even has a headphone output at the back and a volume dial. So this volume dial is actually only for the headphones. So you can't change the volume on the microphone using this dial. It looks pretty nice actually, so high quality. But you can't change the volume on the headphones on the microphone using this dial. So in order to change the loudness of the microphone, you'll need an app called the Rode Central app. So if I go scroll down here, it's actually linked here too. Here we go. So Rode Central, it's just the app over here on the very left. And if I switch tabs right now, so let me just switch tabs over here. So this is the Rode Central app, and you'll need to download and install this app in order for the microphone to be louder. The cool thing about this app is that it also comes with a few nice software enhancements or sound enhancements, right? You can also download it to your cell phone, which means you can use this microphone, the Rode PodMic USB, with your cell phone too. You couldn't do that with the old app, right? With the old microphone. And you can use it for Windows or for Mac, of course. Yeah, so you can use this with all those things. So download that app for this microphone. And let me just switch real quick to the Rode Central app so you can see it here. So all I need to do to get started is click the PodMic, right? So once you've connected through USB, just connect the PodMic to USB and then click on it. Click on audio setup, and I've changed the gain, which is something like the volume, but it's actually the sound coming from the microphone to the computer. I've changed this to 63 decibel. It wasn't 50 before, so the default gain is a lot too low. So I just clicked on the plus button to change it. You can click on minus, you can click on plus. All you need to do is click on here. So it's very easy to get there. Just click on the microphone, and then you'll see the gain. Okay, so over here, these are really cool enhancements. So this is processing. It's an AFX processor. It is AX, right? This is what you usually use for radio. You can change your voice to make it more boomier or more present by using this. This is actually turned on by in advance, right? So that you can change it here. And BB is probably big bottom. That's making it boomier your voice, right? So that's the big bottom plugin, and this is the AFX plugin. So as you can see, it's really cool. It has all of these plugins over here, and I can click on one of those. Let me just click on here. Just let me see if I can see it. This is a low cut filter or a high pass filter, right? So it's the same thing, low cut and high pass. It cuts off all the low frequencies under 60 hertz, right? You can actually I don't know if you can tweak it, but it cuts off all the low frequencies, which means you won't hear the summing noise of your fan or something like that, or handling noise when you're moving your microphone. And it lets out all the high frequencies true above this, like the human voice, which is pretty cool. And now let's go through the other things we have here. Like the middle one was the noise gate. So this is also gets rid of certain frequencies, and you can like put in the frequencies here, right? And over here, that's a compressor. And compressor is like really cool too. Like can make your voice a little bit let's just say more clearer, right? Because there's like attack and release, which is in audio, this is like the start of the waveform, and this is like the end of the waveform. So if you want to like get rid of like the start and the end, or like make it a little bit we say like just like make your voice a little bit more pronounced, and then you can do this here, right? And you can put in the threshold. But this is like a little bit this is a little complicated, so I won't explain this here. But this is like the exciter. So the arrow exciter, there's big bottom, which I said makes your voice boomier, right? And this one puts the high tones, like the higher parts of your voice, like accentuates them, which is cool. And this is like something like the this Scarlett has. The Scarlett is just like an audio interface where you can like accentuate the high tones. Okay, so yeah, this just makes your voice a lot nicer. Okay, so those are like the things the Rode PodMic has, what the other microphones don't have. This is a free app. You can download it from the Rode site, right? And then just install this app, and then automatically like the first thing you got to do, like put the gain up to like as high as possible, or just like about 60 or something like that. For every 3 decibels, the voice doubles usually in editing in audio. All right, so that's that app. And now let's just switch back to my face over here. So I'm sorry, this has like been a really long video, but all I want to say is that this is the microphone I recommend for all online course creators, or for online businesses that are just starting out, or that are choosing their first microphone. If you already have a microphone that's better, like this microphone over here, this is the Shure SM7B. Like it's a little bit more expensive. It costs about $100 or $200 more than the Rode PodMic USB, what I'm showing now. But this is like a really great microphone. So if you have one of these, do not buy the Rode PodMic unless you're traveling and you want to use it on the road, like I did last week. But this microphone is like better, right? There are a lot of microphones that are better than the microphone I'm showing you today, but they're more expensive and you can't connect them via USB. So that's the best USB mic I have, is the one I'm using right now. This microphone can only be connected through an audio interface, so that's the bad thing about it. And I'm using the Wave XLR audio interface now at the moment, which is pretty portable, but still you need to carry more with you, and you need all of those cables and stuff like that. So it's better for me to actually use the Rode PodMic USB, which is this one over here. And I can connect it through USB, which I did last week on a video. And it's really easy, like because you just connect the USB cable, you don't need anything in between, and it sounds like really great if you've installed the Rode Connect app. All right, so that's the Rode PodMic USB. The build quality is awesome. It's really great. It comes with one of these windscreens. You don't need to purchase one separately, which is really cool. The old mic, the PodMic, cost $100 less, which is a lot cheaper, but it doesn't come with a windscreen. And it also doesn't come with a USB-C connector. You can only connect it to XLR, which is the connector you need. You'll need a little box with, like over here, right? You'll need a little box to connect it to XLR. Okay, so that's it for this short video. This is how it sounds like with USB. Let me just show you real quick how it sounds like with XLR. The thing is, you can leave both of them connected, right? The XLR and USB, like you see in my mic. But if you want to use XLR, you need to unplug the USB. You can use the USB anytime. That's like your backup. But you need to unplug the USB if you want to use the USB cable if you want to use XLR. So let me just switch to XLR now. Okay, so this is the XLR connection. It sounds great. It's actually connected to the Wave XLR. It doesn't sound much different actually than the USB connection, but this is how it sounds like if you want to connect it to your XLR, but you'll need an audio interface in between, as mentioned before. Okay, so those are the two connections you can use with this microphone. In case one connection breaks or something like that, or stops working, you'll still have the second connection, which is cool. USB microphone. This USB microphone also has a built-in audio interface in the microphone itself, so you don't need to like buy an extra one unless you're using the XLR connection. So the microphone is like $230, $250 or 250, 230 euros, something like that. And yeah, go ahead and get it if you don't have a better microphone at home. So if you have a Blue Yeti, this will be an upgrade to the Blue Yeti. You'll also need a thing to like put the microphone on. I'm using the Rode PSA1 arm. You can also put it on a stand, like any little short stand. You can like just get one of those stands, like a tabletop stand, right? You can put it on a tabletop stand, but you'll need something to put the microphone on it. The microphone itself, the bottom part of the microphone comes with a 5/8 thread, and it also comes with a 3/8 thread. It doesn't come with a 1/4 thread, which means you'll need one of these things to like as an adapter for a fourth thread if you're using a mount like one of these things with a 1/4 thread. But usually these tabletop things and the Rode PSA1 arm come with a 5/8 or 3/8 thread, so and an adapter, so you won't need it to mount it on that. Okay, so that's it for this video. If you have any questions, go ahead and post it down in the comments below. You can share this with your friends if you want to. If you can't see the comments, it's probably in a course or something like that, this video, where the comments are disabled. But if you see this video on YouTube or on Facebook, go ahead and comment down below and tell me how you like your Rode PodMic USB. And if you have any questions about it, go ahead and ask, and I'll just reply as soon as I get to it. Okay, hope this video is cool for you and very helped you have an awesome day. See you soon. Take care and bye-bye.